5 crazy traditions in Europe. Before we continue, make sure you give us a like, and subscribe to Intelligence channel. Festival of St. John of Porto is a festival that happens every year during midsummer, on the night of the 23rd of June, in the city of Porto, in the north of Portugal. Thousands of people come to the city centre and more traditional neighbourhoods to pay a tribute to St. John the Baptist, in a one-of-a-kind party. If you had the opportunity to visit the city of Porto, you will agree that there is a vibrant party life. In Porto, the new year is the perfect opportunity for locals and tourists to enjoy a great party. What you do not know is that on the night of St. John, the party rivals New Year's Eve. An average of over 200,000 tourists visit the city every year on a holiday that begins with a few people bracing on the streets of the city in the afternoon and discern with a real party in pubs, shops, outdoors, on the beach, and to shorten the story everywhere. What you need to know is that you will be hit, all night, with a hammer in your head. Like the one in the picture. Stay calm, it will not hurt. They will hurt your ears instead. The good part is that you can hit your neighbors if you are angry with them, your friends if you cannot bear them, or even the police officers, and everything is part of the party, and you will get smiles, hugs, and maybe a drink, a lot of drink. We found out that only for that evening is also used as a flirting method. What do you say? Will you give them a chance? St. Patrick's Day, or the Feast of St. Patrick, is a cultural and religious celebration held on the 17th of March, the traditional death date of St. Patrick, the foremost patron saint of Ireland. The day commemorates St. Patrick and the arrival of Christianity in Ireland, and celebrates the heritage and culture of the Irish in general. St. Patrick's Day is a public holiday in the Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, the Canadian province of Newfoundland and Labrador, and the British Overseas Territory of Montserrat. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated in more countries than any other national festival. Celebrations generally involve public parades and festivals, Irish traditional music sessions, and the wearing of green attire or shamrocks. Here are 3 fun facts about St. Patrick's Day. The color of St. Patrick's Day was originally blue. Wearing green has become a staple of St. Patrick's Day, but the holiday was originally associated with the color blue. Guinness is one of the most popular drinks on St. Patrick's Day. There are more people with Irish ancestry in the United States, 34 million, than in Ireland, 4.2 million. Unfortunately, we have not found any actual information to associate leprechaun with the celebration itself. Oktoberfest is the world's largest beer festival. Held annually in Munich, Bavaria, Germany, it is a 16 to 18-day folk festival running from mid or late September to the first weekend in October, with more than 6 million people from around the world attending the event every year. During the 16 days of the event, which gathers more than 6 million tourists annually, are consumed about 1.5 gallons of beer, and obviously a lot of pork meat. About 30% of Germany's annual beer production is dedicated to Oktoberfest consumption. Moreover, no less than 12,000 people employed annually will best serve this event. At Oktoberfest, German beer lovers, cooks and meat specialists come to Munich from all over the world and mingle with a colorful population dressed in the Bavarians' traditional, slightly sophisticated and colorful suits. For some reason, Denmark celebrates both St. Patrick's Day and Oktoberfest. We are wondering why. The biggest tomato fight on the planet, La Tomatina, is held on the last Wednesday of August in Buñol, a town 40 kilometers from Valencia, Spain. More than 20,000 people are fighting with nearly 150 tons of ripe tomatoes in the famous festival on the streets of Buñol. La Tomatina was originally a story of the 1940s, when several youngsters started a fight with tomatoes during a parade. If in the first year the ammunition was purchased from the nearby market stalls, the following year the participants brought their own tomatoes. Some say, however, that this event is a feast dedicated to San Luigi, the patron of the city, and others tell that it all started with a few children who started to throw tomatoes in the musicians who were still coming to the central square of the city, but they were singing Damas. Since fighting with tomatoes was already branded by another country, these guys decided to change ammunition. The Italian city of Ivrea turns every year into a field of street confrontations. Hundreds of people gather in the historic city center to throw one to another with oranges. Celebrating the centuries of tradition symbolizes the struggle for freedom. The locals as well as tourists wear medieval crowns and launch in battle, armed only with oranges. Approximately 500 tons of fruits are used annually, serving as ammo. Anyone can attend the event. People can join one of 9 participating teams or orange trucks. The festival dates back to the 12th century. According to the legend, the fights of oranges reflect the struggle between the feudal and the peasants who have rebelled against it. Thank you for watching. Like this video and subscribe to our channel because more videos like this will follow.